Hey, it's Duran from the Vanspeed shop. Today, we're gonna take a closer look into our new capsule and we're gonna do a one-man install. Let's dive into the 4 features of what makes our capsule the best on the market. Number 1 is gonna be the depth. Our capsule is the deepest on the market, beating competition by over 4 inches, and that's a consistent over 4 inches. So you're not saying 1 inch to 3 inches, I'm talking about over 4 inches consistently from front to back. Our capsule also features a built-in rain channel along the tops and the sides. This is going to allow water to escape to prevent rust and corrosion after being years of installed. Number 3 is going to be our capsule install. Our capsule is a bolt-in solution. This allows you to install and drive off, not waiting 24 to 48 hours of cure time. This is ultimately going to provide a better seal. Number 4 is going to be the aesthetic. When we were designing them, we wanted to create something that would more match the Mercedes Sprinter body lines, or just more of a modern look. And it looks pretty good. Let's talk into some of the tools and parts you're gonna need for this install. The capsule comes primed and sanded, ready for paint. So you can paint it to your color of your vehicle, you can paint it black, you can bedline them, it's up to you. In this application, we painted it satin black. With the capsule, you'll have 3 tubes of urethane. You'll have a capsule hardware pack. Not provided, you'll need on your own, is a caulking gun, angle grinder, or a sanding block. This is optional, expo marker or dry erase. Sanding paper, we're using 220 grit. Tape. Cleanup rags. Safety glasses, primer with the way to apply the primer, an open-end wrench or socket, and an Allen head, an air saw, a drill with a 3/8 drill bit or something similar of size, protective paper. For today's install, we're going to start to prep our area. We'll go ahead and tape off our area so any metal shavings that come falling down, they're not going to scratch your body. Now that we're in the van, let's talk about what we're going to do next. Go ahead and grab a drill with a 3/8 drill bit or something similar to start your pilot hole. Grab your primer, angle grinder or a sanding block to sand the edges down after, and safety glasses. We're going to start off with finding our cut line. Our cut line is going to be around this area, all the way around this line. We're going to start off with drilling a hole first to start our air saw. Go ahead and grab your air saw and let's start cutting. At this point, I recommend you grab a friend and you have them help you pull the panel off. For this one, I'm gonna go ahead and do it by myself. You wanna grab your angle grinder or a sanding block and just smooth out all the edges that you missed. Once everything's all sanded in the inside, you want to go ahead and pull out your primer and start coating all the edges to prevent rust in the future. At this point, we have our capsule cut out, all done with. We have it sanded and primed. Next, we're gonna move into actually fitting our capsule on the body and seeing our area that we need to sand and prime on our capsule flange and also our body flange. You wanna go ahead and grab your capsule. And this is when that dry erase marker will come in handy. put your capsule on here, and then you want to go ahead and trace this line so you can see the point you want to sand up to. Now, if you notice on the inside of your capsule, you're not going to sand all this spot around here. You're going to sand where it lies, which is only going to be down this area, up around here, and then down here, which you can measure about 1.5 inches from where you drew that line. You don't have to worry about here. You could certainly do it, but you're wasting your time. At this point, we'll go ahead and grab our sandpaper and we'll start sanding our capsule and our body. When you start sanding the capsule and the body, you want to make sure the surface has texture. You don't want to sand down too far, but you want to sand the whole layer off just enough so you can go ahead and primer so it can adhere really well. Now that we got the surface of the capsule texturized, let's go ahead and sand the body of the van. Now that we're all sanded on our capsule and our body, we're going to go ahead and wipe both clean. And also, it does not hurt to use a little acetone to go ahead and final the surface up. After we're all cleaned up on the surface, you want to grab your primer and go ahead and primer both surfaces, your capsule and your body. When you put this primer on, you want to put a thin layer across evenly. Let's go ahead and apply some urethane. You want to make sure when you apply urethane that you have a V cut in your tip, is you can go ahead and use this little piece of plastic right here to guide you. And you want the V facing up. You want to make sure you're super consistent when it comes to applying the urethane to have a seamless look so you don't have any gaps. You want to make sure if you're switching out urethane tubes in between on a single piece, is you want to make sure you can connect the two gaps. Holes cut, holes sanded, everything's primed, capsule sanded, primed, urethane's laid out, everything's ready to go. The next step is going to be grabbing your hardware pack, your drill with the drill bit for the hardware in your hardware pack, and then we're going to go ahead and place the capsule on the body. Since I'm doing this by myself, I'm going to go ahead and have a clamp on the inside to help hold it, and then also some tape, just while I screw in the holes. Let's go ahead and put on the capsule. Now that we're back in the van, we're ready to finish it up. You want to grab an Allen wrench, an open box wrench, your hardware kit, and then a drill with a drill bit for your hardware. Since I'm doing this by myself, I put 2 clamps on the inside. Normally you might have somebody outside holding you and helping you, but on this one, it's just me. So you're gonna go ahead and on your driver's side, you wanna drill on the top, right here. And then on your passenger side, you're gonna drill on the top and the bottom. So totaling, you should have about 6 bolts in. Let's go ahead and start drilling the first hole. Doesn't matter where along you drill the hole, but it needs to be on this seam right here. And you want to start slow. If you have a drill stop, that helps as well, but just take it carefully. So once they're drilled out, you want to grab your hardware, 2 bolts up top, hand loosen it, put the Allen in the washer and then the serrated nut behind it. You can go ahead and just hand tighten for now. I'll go ahead and do the other one. You might get a little urethane on your hands. Go ahead and grab your Allen, your open box wrench, and tighten them down evenly. You will start to see the urethane squeeze out. That means that you have a good seal all the way through. Thanks for checking out today's episode on installing this capsule. If you guys want to see more about this product or other products, check out our website below. If you guys want to like, comment, subscribe, let us know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys out on the road.